Something happened to you, something that you cannot fully explain, but it has affected you on several levels. It is affecting you today, how you see the world, how you view yourself and others. You were hurt, you were abused, and you don't know how to get back to the regular reality. What is the way? How does it look like? How can you even start to rebuild when you can't trust the ground that you are building on? I'm Emma, a medical doctor, a survivor of domestic violence and narcissistic abuse. On this channel, I help women heal after abuse. This is the Abuse Case File series. It will be 12 parts where we dive into the dynamics of the abusive relationship. What happened? How were you drawn in? What was done to you? What changes did you go through? What parts of you were manipulated and changed? What parts of you grew and were strengthened during the relationship? And what parts do you want to keep when you're going back over the bridge, back to reality? And how do you start to rebuild? We will look at the abusive relationship from different angles. So every part of the series is a case file. It's part of the evidence that we look at to try to understand. And the purpose is to take that knowledge and use it to heal and to rebuild. In the end, there will be 4 extra parts focusing on CPTSD, what CPTSD is, the symptoms, how you heal from it, and how long the way is back. This is not a replacement for therapy or medication. This is an educational series, but it is also a place where survivors can support each other in the journey. I have created a free journal and you can download it in the description below. The journal is a way for you to follow along in the series, to incorporate the reflections, the lessons, and to bring the parts that you want with you into the future. Abuse is when you hurt someone physically or psychologically. It can be sexual, economical, physical, emotional. It can be isolation. It can be that you deny them parts of their humanity. You deny them the right to govern themselves. You deny them their longing for human interactions by isolating them and by punishing them, by withdrawing, not talking to them, and refusing to be happy. Abuse is when you take a beautiful rose from outside and then you plant it inside of a dark closet. And when it cries for sunlight, you blame it for being weak. Abuse is if you buy a kitten and you never pet it or play with it. But if it finds a string that it wants to play with by itself, then you scream at it and you kick it. Abuse is when you put yourself in a position where you try to dominate, isolate, oppress, and break another person. Is it done on purpose, or is it just the natural process or the natural consequence from trying to put yourself in a position of dominance? We will talk about that later, and we will talk about what difference that makes. Either way, abuse leaves deep wounds. It leaves wounds in the way we interact with each other, the way we view ourselves. It is hard to see how we came to end up like that after it all started out so beautiful. We doubt that we are lovable. We doubt that we can find love again and that we can be safe again, because for many years we did not feel safe. We don't feel valued because for many years we were forced to perform to get a sliver of appreciation or affection. and even when we did, it was withdrawn. Humans, we get part of our self-image from our reflection from the environment, and that's natural. We adapt to our environment, and we are a species that is built for cooperation, for love, for friendship. And we are constantly scanning people around us and seeing what view they have of us. And part of our self-esteem or view of ourselves comes from the image that the world is projecting back at us. So when you have been isolated and a person became so important to you, he was your whole world, and the image he reflected back at you was that you were inadequate, that you were ugly, stupid. And when you tried to make decisions for yourself, it ended with fights. You became more uncertain in your own judgment, and his power grew. So it's no wonder that it leaves so deep wounds. Something made you wake up. And something made you realize that this is not how things should be. This person is abusing me. He is using me. And I need to break free. Either it is just for now a mental realization that you will have to break free, or you have broken free, but you are not yet fully free. So this series will help you to regain that trust in yourself, the view of what really happened, so that you can begin to transition back to reality and back to the healthy way of interacting with others, the healthy way of viewing yourself. We will talk about how you find that stable and healthy ground to build on, and where you start. So download the journal. You will find it in the description below. And tomorrow we will start with talking about how did it trap you? How did it start? How were you drawn in? I hope it will be interesting, and it is certainly for me. I also want to tell you that I am working on a book, and it will be finished in a few weeks. And the book will be about the dynamics of the toxic relationship. And it will go much deeper than I will be able to cover in this series. So if you want to be notified when I do come out with the book, subscribe to my channel, and you will know it in the... I will post a post when it is done, and you can find the book. So let's dive into it. The first case file starts tomorrow. I'm Emma, holding up a light over the bridge. Let's start to walk over the bridge together. There is always a way out. There is always a way forward. Please be safe, take care, and have a great day.